Good morning, everyone. Today's video I'm going to do is for JASMY. So JASMY right now is trading at 0.01027. 24-hour volume, we are down 13.87%. Market cap, we are down 3.56%. Heading over to the chart here, we're going to go again through different intervals, 3 days, 1 day, and 4 hours. And the candlestick pattern that we are currently in, sessions at the very bottom here. So it's not looking too good overall in a 3-day aspect. Again, we got the impulse right here pushing us to the high at 0.011494. So all of these impulses are essentially creating a trend line that is angled downwards, and of course our support line remains the same. So not a whole lot of changes on the 3 days. Again, we are considered to be overbought and coming back down as we saw a signal past here, a potential selling signal itself. And going into 1 day, it's a little bit different that we see 1 day versus 3 days. A little bit changes here that we can see, again, mirroring the same candlestick that we have at the side here, the spinning top candlestick. But again, it's not observed at the very top. There's really no hints that we can see as for today on a daily average. But what we can observe is different indicators such as our RSI here, which is laid out that it's soon closing in as it's considered to, again, to be overbought here at 69 for our K line and 65 for our D line. It just switched to 70% here. So as price is going to be coming down, we'll notice that the Bollinger Bands are squeezing in here after consolidating, consolidating sideways, hitting resistance at 23%, coming down to support at 61%. So key areas of our fib chart that it's hitting resistance, hitting support, and then so on. As for our MACD indicator, we are lightening up as the trend itself is going to slowly come to a close. I'm hoping that's not the case and we actually see an expansion of these two lines. But if we are going to come to a close closer to the price coming down to the 9477, then price is going to come back down to the next area of support, which is 0.008232. Heading over to 4 hours, we can already see it crossed over to the bear side for 4 hours. As price came down, you guys can see, with this candlestick itself coming down to hitting a resistance line, switched over to our MACD indication, huge red line, crossed over multiple moving averages, and not only that, but we closed below the 20 MA, breaking the uptrend for JASMY in this immediate short term. We can see, however, our RSI battling between either a buy or a sell, whatever it is, but we are down to 12% or 11% for our K line. That being said, even though the RSI is smaller, we can take a look at smaller time frames to see what we can do as a potential short buy. But at the same time, though, if we take a look at our MACD, it's indicating in the red. So even though RSI is considered to be oversold, it's not going to move as drastically because we're considered to be in the bear market itself. So where price is ultimately going to go, we're going to just quickly do a new fib chart here. And then I'm just going to pull out this guy. Okay, so volume indicator is essentially grabbing as much data and volume in the dollar value. It's basically the same thing as the volume down here in time intervals, but this is for dollar intervals. So we can see already right here is a good area of resistance at 0.010395, meaning that we can see a lot of these candlesticks already retracing back from this level itself. So where price is right now is at 61%. It's still going to treat this as a good resistance level. So we're going to take a look at other nodes below us. So this is a good area of supply demand. Price is basically going to stay within this area. The next node that we can see is 78% of this fib chart. That's coming back down. And then we can see this node here that is just roughly in our 78% of our older chart. But we can see this area as good support for volume and then just slightly below 78% for volume as well. So again, if price for the volume or the momentum is coming back down and it's strong currents, we may actually break this area of support. We can already see a candlestick supporting this area, a few candlesticks already here. So it is a high confluence area for JASMY. So that's my update for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.